How did this all come together in terms of the day before Thanksgiving, getting the team here,
Yeah.
the police, the kids, and kind of bringing everybody together?
Our captains here on the football team wanted to do something to kind of combat and redirect the conversation of the police officer or law enforcement being bad guys. The whole kneel and stand debate has really divided a lot of people, and so we wanted to make sure that we did something to show that there is unity, that you can make unity in young people and serving and giving back a priority. Here it is, the biggest week for The Ohio State University as we play in the game, and on a Wednesday before practice, these guys are out here spending time helping to feed kids, so it's absolutely awesome.
Did they reach out to you, or did you kind of hear what they were going to do and reach out to them?
We have a continuous conversation with Coach Meyer. Driven Foundation is partnered with Coach Meyer's Foundation, and so we talk about some of the things that we want to attack and some of the ways that we want to go about it to be able to leverage the Block O for more than just entertainment and football and education. We really want to make a difference by impacting the lives of these young people and families across Columbus.
Obviously, you have kids. A lot of these kids look up to these football players. How important do you think it is for them to kind of share this message of bringing people
How
together?
important. This is probably the greatest day of their lives to date. To be able to brush shoulders with some 70, 80 OSU football players. Coach Myers out here signing autographs and taking pictures again in the middle of preparing for the game. This is not a game. This is not before the spring game. This is not after a practice. This is the week, and these guys are coming out and hanging out. It means everything to the kids. They're going to go home and tell their mom about the football players they met, but most importantly, the great people that serve us and protect us, and the many law enforcement representatives that were here today.
Is it important, you think, for these kids to kind of see, these people that maybe they'd, police or football players, both of them, maybe they just see on the news and kind of see that they're not just football players, they're not just police officers, but they're people too.
They're people. There's no uniforms outside of those in law enforcement, but when they take their hats off and sit down and hang out, they're not on duty. And so they took the time to sacrifice here. They just were talking to, officer so-and-so or officer such and such, and they were just having a good time. It wasn't anything negative. They asked the officers questions. It was a good Q&A that we had with the kids, and they're going to have a great memory because of it.
You've been a player. You know what this week is like. How important is it, do you think, to kind of get away from it for a few minutes and kind of realize there's more to life than just a game?
Yeah, it's good for the players specifically. I think the coaches have been through different things like this, but the players need to know that the game is big, but life is a little bit bigger. And, the fact that they came out here to do this is absolutely awesome. The kids won't forget this. This helped the players. I think Tracy Sprinkle said they're doing just as much for them, for the players, as the players are doing for them by being there. So it just kind of keeps things in perspective for you and lets you know that there's more than life than just playing ball.